What's up, buddy? I'm sorry I don't have food for you. I already gave you food this morning. You already ate all my lettuce. Don't attack me! Good morning, dudes and dudettes. Once again, starting the day in the car, which I forgot to start. We have a list of shit to do this morning, as well as I need to go get a fucking haircut. So, gonna go get some conduit, straight connects, receptacle boxes, switching cover, breaker box, and AC unit possibly today. So here's about $500 that I'm about to spend. Let's go do this. Well, I got about half of it done. I got my breakfast and Starbucks once again, but unfortunately, I couldn't get all the breaker stuff from Walmart. I'll have to still run up to Lowe's here in about 30 minutes to an hour. I have to go help my neighbor move a bed first. Oh my god, I swear these mornings are starting to get ridiculous. Okay, so I now moved a bed. I moved a 7,000 watt generator. I went to Lowe's. I went to Home Depot and Walmart, and I spent another $500 fucking dollars, which is not as great as I am making it sound. I went and I grabbed a new breaker box for that breaker box. We need more breakers. I got more breakers, and I'm actually going to be fidangling around with the amount of the of wattage that can go through them, because I only have a 70 amp breaker outside. But that's okay. I got some more conduit. I got some electrical cables if we need to, by any chance, run something on an extension cord. I now have 12 or 14 gauge cables for that, so I could at least run 600, 800 watts off of those. I have new boxes that are not metal, so I can put them on the rack. I've got new conduit pieces, and of course, another replacement AC unit, specifically for that one, because that one's like 4 years old, and yesterday it started to sputter on me. So before it dies, I got a new one. Oh my Jesus, it is already lunchtime. In fact, it is 1:50, and I've been running around since 8 o'clock this morning. So, well, 8:30 to be specific. I'm gonna go sit down, smoke a bowl, drink a Dr. Pepper, and possibly eat lunch, and then I'll get to this. Alright, well, I didn't get lunch, but I did get a Dr. Pepper and a bowl down, so let's start on this at the very least. I'm gonna try to do the breaker box first, but I don't know. The first sign of help I can get from a neighbor, most likely, I'm gonna put that in the window. I normally don't need help putting those in. I just put a 12,000 unit in my other room, but that's about at shoulder height outside, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass to finagle like a 150-pound unit through the window at head height. So I think I might need some help with that one, at least feeding the cables through and everything else, because I don't have anywhere to balance it. Okay, let's get started today. Lots of stuff to do. So first things first, rip that breaker box off the wall. We've done so many upgrades to it, and I kind of feel bad about this, but these two plugs I do need to move onto conduit just like that, so that I can move them closer and have shorter electrical cables for my actual units. The breakers themselves, lots of explanation, but the breakers themselves I need to bring down. I'm going to have two 20 amp breakers and two 15 amp breakers, and that should be equal to the 70 amp that I have outside. Oh, so much shit. Alright, so first things first, rip those off the wall and rip the breaker box off the wall. Before I even touch that damn breaker box, I'm going to make sure that there is absolutely no power going to it. I believe that it is the 70 amp breaker, so let's flip that and hope that I just didn't turn off the wrong server room, because that would be awkward. Shit. I definitely turned off the wrong breakers. Well, we're gonna have to flip those out then, because I have a 60 amp breaker on that other room, and this one's not gonna be pulling 70 amps ever again. Okay, let's go do that first then. Alrighty, pretty simple here. Just gotta take this breaker and put it where this one is, and vice versa. Shouldn't take me longer than 5 minutes. The hardest part is going to be fighting these cables, because they do not like cramming into that little box. I think I spoke way too soon. You'll notice those are kind of splayed out now after being torqued down with those bolts. That's going to be a pain in the ass to fit back into the small holes for these breakers. So I went and grabbed a pair of pliers, and now I'm going to be fighting them, hoping to God I don't accidentally touch those two rails and zap the shit out of myself. Alright, be back in like half an hour then. All done. Now I just need to test it and make sure it still works. Here we go. No smoke. Good thing. Let's go check the server room. No smoke in here either. That's always good. Let's flip them on. Ooh. Everything turned on. Cool. Move on to the other server room in the actual breaker box. Back into the server room we go. So you may be wondering, why am I going to be putting all of these new goodies up on the wall? If I've been working on the breaker box for the past few vlogs, why replace it? Well, if I'm being honest, it's because of this. In the last vlog, I put in this second outlet, and I was very hesitant about it, but I was like, if I only run Litecoin miners and Dash miners, I would be okay. Essentially, my problem is, if I put a large power supply unit on each one of these plugs, I could theoretically pull a maximum of 5,600 watts out of a single outlet. And that is an insane amount of power. If you're not used to, that's an insane amount of power. That's costing me like 45 cents an hour to power. Like, it's crazy. So, I need those on their own breakers. It's just too sketchy to have multiple plugs on a single breaker, and this box physically can't hold any more breakers. On top of that, you'll notice we had a little bit of an issue where I had a 60 amp breaker outside, and I have the, there we go, I have the 80 amp equivalent in here. If I pull 80 amps inside here, it's going to blow that breaker constantly, because that breaker's only 70 amps. I need to do some shit about this. So I'm going to replace 2 of these breakers with 20 amps, and then I'm going to put 2 more breakers in here that are 15 amps. You combine that up at 70 amps, same amount that I have outside now. We're all golden, and I'll be able to put a outlet per breaker. So that's where all the goodies come from that I bought today. Another like $500. Well, AC was kind of needed too, but yeah, another $500 into this freaking server room, and we're one step closer. Let me get started on that. I don't want to tackle it on camera, it's just too much work to set up like tripods and all that shit, so let me get to that. I'll try to rip the other one off the wall, and then see how long it takes me. It looks so sad. It looks like somebody's robbed it. Give me about another 5 minutes, I'll have this thing ripped off the wall, and then possibly have the new fancy box up. We shall see. Bam! Alright, well I got it all ripped down. Everything's pulled down safely. I can all reconnect that. All the gray conduit stuff that we worked on the other day. Easy to repair. Man, I have so much, like, all of this stuff right here. Almost all of it has come from wire that I've been ripping out of the wall. I need to vacuum before I turn the servers back on. Alright, with all of this done, I'm actually getting quite hungry. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm gonna go eat some lunch and then get back to this, finally. Ta-da! The brand new breaker box and all the new conduit lines. Now I am about to go through and zip tie them where my plugs aren't just dangling and stuff like that all over the place, but I do now have 4 plugs on this rack, which is great. That's, well, 4 receptacles, 8 plugs, which will definitely help. And now I just need to replace that before the day is over, button that up, and I'm pretty much done. If you could not tell, it has been another long-ass day, but that's alright. Something to kind of mention here. The keen observer will notice that some things in my house are grounded and some things are not. For instance, the AC units I haven't grounded yet. That's because my house was built in the 1960s, as you can tell by the atrocious wallpaper and all that. I don't have a ground on anything but my servers. I wasn't going to have my servers blow up, so I decided to throw 3 grounding rods in the ground, obviously. I have 1 on my other server room way over there, I have 1 on the outlet for my personal computer, and I have 1 connecting there. So we're all safe. Speaking of safety, that's why I have all this conduit. It's a lot safer than just running bare wire along the ground. So I think I'm doing this properly. Let me zip tie it up, finish this, button it up, as I said, and we should be good. That's the last thing. Oh, I am dreading that one. Oh man, look how fancy this thing is. It's even got its own door. Alright, so I went through, I put everything up, I got it all zip tied that you really can't see from here. Flip on around the other side, you'll notice I magically have plugs that are just held there, which is amazing. These two, I kind of just left where they were, and I just zip tied them in place so they don't move around. And then just kind of clean it up, and we're golden. Last and final thing for today. Getting this damn AC unit in the window. Now, it is late enough, it's like 5:30. It is way past when I should be streaming, but I need to finish this. I do have the ability to grab my neighbor, which I might do after I get this thing out of my window. I don't know. Hopefully, you're gonna have just a brief, like, 5-second cut in magic. It's like magic, because I fucked that up. Like magic, this is gonna be turned into a brand new, lot better AC unit. We shall see. Ta-da! Brand new AC unit in, and 45 minutes of talking with my neighbor later. Alright, so let me rip all the tape off this thing, try to close it up a little bit, throw some screws in there, the whole 9 yards, and then let's test this beast! Because you know what you want to do? You want to tape, insulate, and screw, if I can find them, screw the damn thing into the wall before you even turn it on. Alright, well, it's plugged in. Let's try this. Power. Oh, man! Holy bejesus, that thing has a high fan. Alright, let's put it to cool. Let's bring that temperature down to 70 degrees and let it do its thing. Hopefully not catch my house on fire. Hell yeah! Alright, well, I do believe we have new AC in this room now. Last thing to do is to go button up the breaker box outside, flip the breaker on as a smoke test to make sure this isn't going to catch on fire, and then one by one test these breakers, and I'm done for the night. It is already like 6:40, like I am nearly 2 hours late for this stream. Good lord! Smoke test. Nothing's on fire. That's always good. Let's flip this on. And go walking around here. Number 1. Oh, come on. Child protective beaches. Uh-oh. We don't have power. Hold on a second. I have an idea. The magic power of power detection. I hope this thing works and it has enough power and it's not going to give off false readings. Well, unless there is an electric field or a ghost in the middle of my room. That's it, yeah, that's... Alright, I can't judge that. Let me go check the breaker, make sure I flipped the right one. I'm just an idiot. Well, at least double smoke test. Well, I can't have a vlog without some form of shot of the tortoise. What's up, buddy? I'm sorry I don't have food for you. I already gave you food this morning. You already ate all my lettuce. Don't attack me! Round number 2. Smoke test. You know, that's all fun and games until it actually catches on fire one time. Okay, do I have my little tester on me? I do. Let us poke these into the child protective lock. Oh, just like so, and... up. Ta-ta-ta-da! Focus, you bastard. 220 volts. It's actually closer to 240, but 220 volts. So we're good on number 2, or number 1 rather. Now let's just go gung-ho. Number 2. Focus, damn you. Number 3. Number 4. Okay, cool. Nothing's on fire. Let's just test them all and we should be golden. Hell yeah, that's all of them tested. They all are working and no problems. So let's flip all of these off. We don't necessarily need them all on right now. Plug in our machines and finally I can do some smoking and streaming for today. The autofocus is being a bitch right now, but it's okay. Let me plug all these in and let's see if I can get the machines actually running, and we shall see. The two machines turned on. Contact! Woo! Alright. It looks like they're all golden. You can hear those Bitcoin machines definitely whenever they crank on. Alrighty, well with that insanely long day, I think I've legitimately been working for like 11 hours today. I do believe I'm gonna call it quits, because this has been a little redonkulous. It's a combo of this and a lot of other stuff. My god, shit! Alright, well at least we got a lot done today. All the networking's done, brand new AC unit installed, all of these machines should be kept cool for the moment, and in 2 days, we can kick on all of them. I am very excited. Until I can actually talk to you again, because these guys are going to get way too loud. See you later!